Applause. I stepped out on stage, the light blinding me, warming me, consuming me. I held my violin bow ever so tightly, preparing myself for the moment when I started playing, and all eyes would be on me and me alone. I could only just glimpse the audience in the sharp light, but I imagined them sitting there, quietly, holding their breath, waiting for me to play the tunes that I held so dear. Now was the time. My body was shaking with excitement as I gently let the bow slide over the violin strings, creating a somber tone, filling the hall. I closed my eyes in bliss. It sounded so much more beautiful here in the brightly burning light. For a while, the only sound to be heard was my music, warming me more than the light ever could. But then, from afar, I heard a grin. It was not profound at all, barely even noticeable, but it had a cold, uncaring tone to it. I chose to ignore it and continued playing, but soon after, I heard a mumbling. I felt it in my very bones. My body shook, not from excitement, but from anger and sadness. Why were they talking? Why didn't they listen to me? The sound, it meant the world to me. Why didn't they understand? The mumbling grew higher, and soon it turned into loud talking, replacing the sound of my violin with crude voices and laughter. "Listen," I whispered, my lips trembling. "Listen to me." But neither my words nor my music reached them. Their voices were drowning my tunes, like only the deep ocean could drown a human being. You're gasping for air. Your throat is burning as the water is filling your lungs. You're screaming, but your desperate yells are drowned by the dark blue sea. Like the voices were drowning my music, my art. They didn't care. They were just waiting for me to finish, to stop playing. They just wanted to leave. I knew it, deep in my heart. This music, it meant nothing to them. I meant nothing to them. It was at that moment I stopped playing. Nobody noticed. Again, I was clutching my violin bow. This time, it would play no music. Not now. Not ever. I stood completely still for a while, tears burning in my eyes. Then, in one single painful, yet graceful movement, I cut my throat with the violin bow. Warm, crimson blood was oozing out, and I suddenly felt weak, but strangely enough, peaceful too. Then my legs gave out. They could no longer bear the burden that was my body. I fell to the floor and landed with a bump. For a moment, the hall was completely still, but then a scream pierced the silence, shortly followed by hundreds of others. The sound was shaking the entire place. Terrified screams and yells threatened to break the walls as weeps and sorrow-filled sobs reached my ears. But as I fell deeper and deeper into the darkness, it almost sounded as if they were applauding me.